Hi everyone, it's Tara. Welcome back to Tara's Take. So today is Mass Monday and I was trying to think of something fun for us to do, and I decided to make these cute little mini journals as trinkets for, you know, little danglies for our journals that we can hang on our spine dangle, or you can even just put them into the journal as a cute little addition, you know, and you can decorate the pages. And you know, one of them's going to have these, the eyelet, and then there's going to be some that just have the dangles and that you can actually open and write in. I just thought they'd be cute, fun. I saw a video here a while back of Pam doing them, and I thought I'd do them for our mass make because they looked fun. So what I did was I used my ruler and tore strips of paper, and I've already done some strips over here, but I'm going to do some more. You can use scraps, you can use book page edges, anything you want really. You don't have to make them as tall as this size. You can make them narrower, and you know, I just thought this made it kind of easy to do it like this, so that's why I did it. And like I said, I've already done, this is an avocado dyed paper, and I've already done some pages over here, or a couple of pages with coffee and tea dye, so I have a few different colors, you know, going for me. Yep, there we go. Okay, so what you're going to need today is a selection of papers. You're going to need some papers for your little mini covers, and that can be any of your scraps. That's the best way. This is a really good scrap buster, and you can use anything. You can literally use anything. So you'll want to have some glue. You'll want to have your scissors. If you want it torn like this, a tearing ruler is much easier than doing it with, you know, something else, doing it by yourself. But you can also use your cutter, of course. I've got mine, like I said, about the width of the height of this width, which is, let's see, an inch, right? Or just over an inch probably. Yeah, just about an inch and a quarter, I would say. Let's see. Yeah, about an inch and a quarter. So they're super fun, super cute, and I've brought along some scraps as well. Let's see here. Grab a couple of the scrap pieces, and these are going to be my pages in the journal. So I'm going to grab a couple of different scrap pieces here to use as covers. That'll be cute. And then we'll get started. So yeah, you're going to need your scissors, and then you might want to have, like, on this one I used some thread. I want to use some chain, but I realized I ran out of chain. So I also brought some embroidery thread, and this thread is just this thread I've had forever. It's, I don't even know what kind of thread it is. I've had it for about 15 years in my stash, and I just never ended up using it. So yeah, let me grab my ruler again and tear a couple of these down. Let's see, I want to get rid of that. Well, no, maybe that'd be cute. Let's leave it. Let's see here. Okay. I was going to do a couple of them with this ticket paper of Tina's out of one of her kits, and then I like this paper, and I don't think I need it quite, it's gonna not need to be quite this big. So let's tear this down. This is some of that scrapbook paper that Pammy gave me. I don't know how, let's see how good I can do this. Not bad. All right, and then this one came out of a 12 by 12. So you can use digis. For the other one I showed you, the first one I made, I just used my little strips that I love from Lena, Junk Journal Craft Lena. is her shop name, and I've shown you guys. They're the ones I did design team project with her goodies, and yeah, so I used the strips and created the cover for this. Isn't that cute? So yeah, lots of fun. All right, and then I've brought along also some washi tape, and you'll see how I use that in a second. And then, yeah, let's get started. So I'm going to grab, I've already got a batch started here. I'm going to finish these off before I use any of the others. So all I've done is taken, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, let's see, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've got 8 pieces here. And I mean, you can use more or less. You're going to want it to be narrower in the width than it is in the height. Okay, so your height, you're going to want to have a little bit bigger, no matter how big you make them or how small. Okay, and I'm just going to trim. So all I did was folded this down. Okay, and you can tear these, you can cut these however you want. And now I've got this little booklet, and I'm going to grab my stapler, and Pam was using a Tim Holtz mini attacher. I think that's what it's called. Anyway, I don't have one of those, so I'm just going to use a regular stapler, and I'm going in and I'm going to put the staple in the center, inside the smooth part, and then the fold part of the staple is going to be on the back. Okay, and we're going to be covering that with a little cover, so it's not going to matter. And I think I'll make one with this paper. It's the first one in my list, or in my stack over here. So when you open this, you're going to want your little cover to be about 1/2 inch on each side. Okay, and then we're going to cover this, and I'm using the Scotch Create permanent glue stick. Okay, you can use any glue you want. This just makes it pretty easy. Okay, and we're going to take this and center it as best we can. All right, and then we're going to squeeze that together real good. And as you can see, I've got some torn edges because of my tearing on there. I don't care. I think that looks cute, just like any paper that we love. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to fold this in. Okay, and make a little, that firms up your cover a little bit. And then we're going to do the same thing on the back. So these are super easy and really just adorable. Okay. I'm going to grab my bone folder and just give this a really good press here. Oh, I laid that right in that glue. Good job. It's been one of those days, you guys. It's been one of those days where I have spilled and dropped, and oh my gosh, I dropped all of my mini brads everywhere. And then I turned around and dropped my eyelets. Seriously, right, like just a few minutes later. I was so sad. So anyway. So if you see me having the dropsies today, just be warned. It's happening. It is happening. Okay, so we've got this one. Now what we're going to do, she uses one of those sanding blocks. I don't have a sanding block. All I have is a nail file, you know, but it's one of those that is like a sanding block, and you're just going to sand these edges till they're nice and suede-y. They feel real soft, and it roughens it up, you know, and preps that paper to receive some nice ink on it. So yeah, you don't need to do the back. We're gonna probably be either covering it or, you know, doing something like that. Now, one thing I was doing earlier, where is it? I sat it somewhere. Oh gosh, Tara, I'm so crowded over here as usual that I'm sitting stuff everywhere and I can't. Oh, here it is. It's just buried. Pardon me. Oh, I have a tickle in my throat. I was using on the outside I mean, on the inside, I was using some vintage photo. And this one's kind of already darker, so it really won't matter as much. But the ones I was using had some white. But what I was doing was I was just dragging across my walnut stain, or my ground espresso, in this ink. Just to age it and make it look like an old book, you know? And I just kind of liked this darker. I need a drink of water. I apologize, kids. Suddenly got that horrible tickle. So there is that little guy. Now see, when you open it, you've got your little pages. And oh, and one thing I did like she was doing, and I really thought it was fun. Oh, I'm so sorry. So I pulled mine out. Get some washi tape. Okay, and you can use, you know, any kind you want. I'm looking here to see what I would like to put in here. I think we'll use the script here. Where's the end? And I'm just going to tear a little piece off and use it to seal down this inside. And it just gives more interest and fun. You know. Y'all know how it is. We like to be like, ooh, ooh, oh, look at that. You know? As we look through our journals. And these little minis are just so cute, and you can put them, you know, you can put them into the journal itself. You could stick them into pockets, and, you know, and then they'd have little secrets, you know, place to write their thoughts, or little encouraging words or phrases that they think of, and that kind of stuff. Or, like I said, you can do the dangle around the edges, along the spine, and those, I think they look super cute for that. So there's that one. Okay, so there we go. And now we're going to do one with, let's see, what color do I want to use here. I'm just going to darken this edge real quick, because I tore it up away from the grain and made it white, brought out the core white there, and I don't want that. Okay. I think I'll use some of this pink paper for this one, along with my let's see, grab what's on, and then I'm just going to tear a few pieces here. To put into the mix. All right, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. And you can make these papers different sizes. I am so sorry. Completely up to you how you choose to, you know, do them. I'm going to go ahead and squish this down really good. All right. Like I said, like you can make it wider and higher, or you can make it shorter, you know, narrower and shorter, you know, however you want it. It'll be adorable because it's tiny, and we love little teeny tiny fun things to look at, you know, and play with and go, ooh, and ah, this is so cute. I'm going to trim this just a wee bit more because this side looks pretty good, but let's just make sure. Okay. Get my little stapler in there. Yeah, I do want to get one of those tiny attachers. I just have not invested in one yet. But I did invest in rose gold staples, so that when I use staples, they look pretty. You know what I mean? They're like they're not silver. I think my thing about silver staples comes from working in the office all my life. I'm like, oh, that's so boring. That just looks like an office thing. Do you guys have stuff like that you know, you worked with it a lot or whatever, and you just kind of go, that's boring. I don't want to see that. That's how I am about. I always coffee dye my manila folders or anything that I used to use in the office. Like I love Tina's stuff that she uses from over in the UK. Their envelopes are different colors and stuff like that, and they're like a brownish look. And ours, because I saw them for years and 20 years of my life, they're boring. Does that make sense? I know that's silly. I know, just silly, Tara. Now Pam was really squishing this, but I think if I just squeeze that paper onto there, I think it's going to be okay. I will fold it down. There we go. But she was squeezing the front, and I'm like, no, I don't want to glue those together. I want to wait and just fold them over. Because that's just copy paper in there that it's gluing to, and so it's pretty thin, and yeah, the permanent glue stick will hold it well. So there's one with roses on it. It's so cute. And I think this one I might do a little bit of, whoops, where is it? I think it's over here. Yeah, a little distressing with green would be cute. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to do this. So sorry. So as you can see, these are super cute. Especially if you have like a thing for mini stuff. This is like so much fun. Oh, I like that green. Okay. So there's that little guy. Adorable. Super sweet. We're only what? Let's see. We're already 17 minutes in and I've only done 2. Let's get to work, Tara. Let's see, 1, 2. How big are these pieces? Can I make one? Yeah, I think I can. I'll fold this down and then I'm going to trim that one side and make it, because they're a little bit like longer. Fold it first and see where it lands. Yeah, and then I'll trim it. Okay. All right. So I hope everybody's having a good day. It's Monday and that you're getting your week started right with some crafting if possible. This paper is getting so covered in glue now. I need to lay down a glue page, huh? Yeah, it's been a good week. Courtney's doing well at his job. Things are, yesterday, more news about his job. I'm so happy that I have someone to tell. You guys are awesome to listen to my stories. He was there yesterday and he got back early because the other guy, Nick, who trained him, has been using Cordy's truck, which was Nick's truck, because they hired another guy to be a floater between, the maintenance guys that do the maintenance for the playgrounds like Courtney. And there's 3 of them that are the main guys, and then this new kid is going to be a floater. So Nick is training him, so he had to take Courtney's truck. Well, because they only have so many trucks. And so Courtney had to go with one of those guys that's always back really early. Nice guy, but he's just, oh, that's a cute side. I think I'll use that side. Should I? They're both really cute, actually. No, I'll use this side. Anyway, and so he went with Kat, the other guy. And they got back early, of course, because Kat always gets back early. And so when he was there sweeping, because Cordy always stays and like cleans up and sweeps and does all this other extra stuff so that he can make his hours, you know, and he came back at like 6 hours, so he was still going to be missing a couple of hours. So he was cleaning up and doing, you know, more stuff around the shop. And he goes over and he says hi to Kyle. Kyle's been on vacation. He's the mechanic who like handles, you know, all the trucks, the big machinery. He maintains everything there that's mechanical, which of course there's a ton of stuff because they build playgrounds, they maintain them, they build fences, they do everything. And so if you have a neighborhood if you're in your neighborhood, you have a park, there's a company that does all that stuff, you know, that creates it and maintains it and everything like that. And so that's what Courtney is working in now. And so this guy and him start talking, and he's like, you know, if you need any extra help with anything, Kyle, let me know, you know, because I really want to make up my hours. I got back so early. And he was like, yeah, you know. So he ends up talking to Courtney about helping him in the shop. He let Courtney change the oil on one of the trucks. And, oh, that is so cute. Look at that, you guys. He let him change the oil. Actually, Courtney is always watching videos on working on vehicles, but he's never really worked on vehicles a lot, but he wants to learn. Well, Kyle tells him yesterday, you know what, I'll teach you, you know, how to be a mechanic. I mean, I'll teach you, you can help me. And because they've already told Courtney he can help Kyle if he's back and, you know, he wants to make more hours. So yeah, so praise God, he stayed, he made his full day. Because he stayed and changed the oil on one of the trucks and learned how to do that. And Kyle told him, yeah, seriously, from now on, when, you know, if you need extra work, just let me know and I'll give you something to do and I'll teach you while we go. And so isn't that awesome, you guys? That is such beautiful favor. Look at how cute that one is. Okay, the next one, I promise I'll remember to teach you about the thread. I totally forgot about it with that one. These are just so adorable. I'm having fun making them. But anyway, yeah, so he had a real blessing with meeting that person, and I have got so much stuff piled up in this tiny little area. It's driving myself crazy. Let me move everything here. Sorry, girls. I'll be with you in a second. As Gail says, talk amongst yourselves for just a minute while I straighten up. Anyway, but yeah, so that was yesterday. And then what else? We went to our new church last Sunday for the first time, opening day of the new sanctuary and the new property and everything. And oh my gosh, it was so lovely. The Lord has really blessed this congregation and blessed the city of Casa Grande with this church. Yeah, it was amazing. The music was amazing, the worship, and just all of it. The people there were very nice. You know, the ones that we spoke with, and we really, really, really had a good time. So, yeah, so praise God. Thank you for any of you who've prayed for us about our church and finding one and everything. I know I've been talking to you guys about this since I've met you. And 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I'm doing about 8 in mine, and I think that's a good little amount, you know. But yeah, so we did that, and then afterwards we went out to eat. We decided that we're gonna start eating out on Sunday, and I think I already told you we went out for Chinese buffet, which was way off of our Weight Watchers plan. But it was yummy. It was definitely yummy, that's for sure. Yeah, so it was fun. We met at the church. We met a gentleman who sat next to us who had come down from, let's see, where does he live? Snowtop here in Arizona. And he had come down because some of the pastors on the team used to go to church with him there. He at one time was their praise and worship leader for the original church years and years ago. And he came down to see the new building and to just, you know, be there. And then we sat, so he talked to us all the whole time before service and after about, I ended up getting to pray with him for his wife, and that was a real blessing. And then he introduced us to the founders of that church, who originally founded it years and years and years ago. And Pastor Tim, who's our pastor now, he's been there for 10 years as of this month. It was their anniversary month, him and his wife with the church. I'm going to use one of Lena's strips. I'm just looking over here real quick. And so, yeah, it was his 10th year celebration this month. And then but we got to meet the founding pastor of the church. Him and his wife sat directly in front of us. Very sweet elderly couple, precious man and woman of God. Yeah, it was a real honor to meet them. So yeah, that was a blessing. So it was good. And I'm a front of the church sitter. I always sit up front. So I was like, we were in the second row. And I told Corey, he's like, where do you want to sit? I said, well, I always sit on the left-hand side on the second row or the third row, but I don't go further back than that unless I have to, because I get distracted, you guys. I really do. I start, I'm kind of, if I see something shiny, and if people keep getting up and moving around or talking to each other, chit-chatting, that kind of thing, I get distracted. So I like to sit in the front. So that's where we're going to sit. And Courtney's fine with that. Praise God. I'm glad he's fine with that, because, yeah, I need that. Otherwise, I'm like, flip. My eyes are all over the place, because, people have to get up and go to the bathroom or whatever. And I'm totally bending this. I don't mean to. So if you make it and it's like too high, you're just going to trim it. Okay? Aren't these cute? Good idea, Miss Pam. She's got so many good ideas. She's the most creative girl. But yeah, so that was awesome. They have a coffee shop and a bookstore. And so we're going to explore more and more as time goes by, and get to know our new house of worship and meet people. And Cordy, I was so blessed because, whenever we go like to Joyce Meyer or anything like that, Cordy, he always stands up during worship and worships. But like I said, he's not been a church attender as an adult. He went as a child, but he's not gone a lot as a grown-up. But he did when he, for a little while before, but just not a lot. And so it was so cool because he was worshiping and singing, and he was raising his hands and praising the Lord. And I'm so blessed to be in church again. You guys, it meant the world to me to be there and to be in the presence of my brothers and sisters. You know what I mean? You guys know what I mean. If you go to church and you're a part of a church family, and you know what I mean. It's just different than going online or, keeping yourself separate from the body of Christ. It's just different. And it was just such a blessing. I had such a good time, you guys. We're excited this week. We can't wait to go again. Music was awesome. It was loud and beautiful, and the singing and the music, we were dancing before the Lord, and I was so excited because there was people up at the altar, and they were worshiping, because I'm one of those people that walks around barefoot in church. When I lead praise and worship from the platform, I'm barefoot. I always have been. I love the freedom in church to just be at home with my Father and dance before the Lord and, worship. I'm a worshiper. And so, yeah, I told Cordy, I go, oh my gosh, I'm so happy to see people at the altar and, praying up there. And Pastor Tim was encouraging people, if you need to come to the altar to pray, come up here, And and it's a big, beautiful, it was an LA Fitness, okay? So that kind of gives you an idea of how big it is on the inside. If you've ever gone into an LA Fitness, you know what I'm talking about. So that's what they turned into a church. The entire LA Fitness building is, and it's just massive. Classrooms, and there's a whole big church, youth church on one side. It's amazing. It's amazing. Just a blessing. Total blessing. I did it again, didn't I? I did not do that. Okay, I'm going to pick. I'm being too chatty. And I'm not concentrating, so we're going to pick a color. I brought along a few colors here to choose from. Let me see. Let's do... I'm just looking to see what colors I have, guys. Do I want to do neutral? What's the rest of these? I have a whole thingy full of these. Where are they? I don't even know. We're just going to use one of these. It'll be fine. I know I'm going to use that one, I think. Yeah. So I'm going to pick a color. I think I'll use the burgundy. I just like that one very much. And now we're going to concentrate, Tara. Where's my little strips that I just had that I tore from? They're underneath everything again because as I work, I put stuff on top of it, and then I am not organized. I'm sorry. I know. I try. But it's really hard for, I have that type of personality. What's that type? The 4 personality types I test as sanguine, phlegmatic, not phlegmatic, sanguine, choleric, and phlegmatic, melancholy. That's my order of, my personality. And I think as I've gotten older, I'm not quite as sanguine as I used to be. And if you don't know about the 4 personality types, then look that up. I'm not going to go into a big, long. Sanguine are more outgoing. They're more spontaneous. Choleric is more Joyce Meyer type, or, more forceful, type 1 nature. Very leader ability, and, all of that good stuff. And then phlegmatic is more laid back, relaxed, and melancholy, of course, we know leans more towards arts, and is more melancholy. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I am definitely not as sanguine as I was when I was young, but I'm still pretty. When it comes to organizing stuff as I'm working like this, yeah. That area of my personality is stronger, I would say. Okay, so this time, no, we're going to do it right this time. Okay, so you're going to take your, if you have embroidery floss, or if you have thread like I used on the other one, okay, and we're just going to, where's the end of it here? Going to get some of it here, if I can just separate it. My goodness. Come on, guys. All right, so we're going to get a piece and, make it. I'm going to cut a nice long piece, and then I'll mess with it. Okay, so here's what you're going to do. You're going to take your piece, and you're going to take it and put it in half, and then you're going to fold it over again. Okay, and this is a little bit longer than I want it to be, but we can trim it, so it's not a big deal. Okay, and what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get this, the cover part ready. So we're going to trim this down. Oh my gosh, I cut that way too far. Did you see me do that? Ding dong. Oh, Tara. Honey, honey, honey. I messed up my piece. I wanted that girl on there. You know what? I'm going to try it anyway. Because I want her on there. Okay. And then we're going to trim it. You'll want it to be more than 1/8 of an inch. You want it to be about 1/4 or to 1/2 an inch on your width normally. But I'm going for it, so it'll probably work fine. Okay, and we're going to fold this. Make sure. Get my glue on there. And what you're going to do when you get your glue, okay, is instead of putting your little paper grouping on it, you're going to take the end that you folded up at the top, okay? And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make mine, you choose how long you want it to be. You're going to put that in the spine, okay, right there, okay? And then you're going to put your book like you do normally, like we've been doing, okay? And you're going to get it as centered as possible, of course. And got glue all over your fingers, but it can work. And we're going to squeeze this shut with that in there. Your little dangly piece. Aren't they cute? Okay, and then do your little thing. Now, this is going to be a much shorter piece here because of what I did, but it's okay. I'm not going to worry about it. I just will be careful next time. Okay, fold that over again. Got a little bit of a hangover here on this edge. I'm going to trim. Okay. All right. So now you've got your little dangly, and then you can trim this off, and as long or as short as you want. So you've kind of got the little tassel look to it. You can separate these a little bit, if I can get them to separate, which, you know, is fine if they don't. Anyway, and you can tie a knot in this. I liked what Pam did. I saw her do this and it looked pretty cute. So I'm going to tie a knot first down here, kind of toward, if I can. Probably should have left it a little bit longer, but that's okay. I just have those chubby fingers that don't want to cooperate. And I'm going to make sure, if you have a hard time getting the knot where you want it, what you can do is what I do. If I can find my tool I had here, I just take like a pokey tool or screwdriver or something small, and I pull toward where I want the knot to go, and I want it to go at the corner here, and then that way it controls a little bit better where your knot is going to end up. Okay, a little knot at the corner there, and I think I'll put one here at the top as well with a loop. If I can get this around my finger. There. Okay. So now you've got your little dangle. Okay, and then we can go ahead and do our rough up. All right. And distress, and we are set. Isn't that cute? These are so fun. You could just sit and kind of veg out and make these for, these are that kind of crafting little thing that I can just do and do and do for hours. I'm like that about certain things. Yo-yos are like that for me. Those puzzle pieces we worked on, those were kind of like that, where I could just do a bunch of them, you know. So there's that, and I'm going to go ahead. What time is it? We're at 38 minutes. We are good still. Okay. So anyway, that's my update about church and about Cordy's work. What else do I have? Oh, I went over to Miss Valerie's yesterday and we crafted. She crafted. I kind of did not. I sat and vegged out and fussy cut for what, I don't know, Valerie, how long? 4 hours. I was just fussy cutting and fussy cutting and fussy cutting. I have we were laughing because I finished, oh, that's something I wanted to tell you guys. I finished the scratch journal. Okay, it is ready. I've done the flip through, and I was gonna redo my flip through because I totally messed it up. You know, that journal is so Victorian looking on the cover and everything that I decided, oh, I'll make this my something challenge. And I was going to post the video, and so as a something challenge. Well, then I realized, wait, I have 2 other videos that are supposed to be posted about the journal ahead of, okay, how do I explain this? I would be posting the flip through before I actually finished the journal in the video sequence. That's what I want to say. And so I realized that as I'm doing the flip through and talking about this being my something challenge that I would have posted on Tuesday, I'm like, wait, I can't post this on Tuesday because it hit me, I can't do that because of the fact that it'll be too early. And so I want to explain that to you guys now so that I don't totally confuse you in the video and you're like, what in the world is she talking about? I'm going to be posting that video on Saturday, the flip through, and it's going to be talking about it being my Tuesday something challenge. Well, it's not. I will have a different video for you guys tomorrow. I apologize for any confusion. I'm explaining it in the mass make so that when you watch the video, you don't go, what is she talking about? Tara, have you lost your ever lovins? Because I would see why you'd think that. I just got confused in my timing, And so, yeah, that will not be my Victorian something challenge. Anyways, so I know that was probably as confusing as I was trying not to be. Just explaining that part to you, but you guys are fast, you're smart, and you're intelligent women. I think you get me. I think you get me. I hope you get me. Anyway, I love you guys. No, you know what? I have been, to be honest, not feeling so hot lately, and I'm kind of having a hard time focusing on stuff. I've had a lot of headaches lately, and I'm not sleeping every night. Like, some nights I do sleep okay, but I'd say at least 2 or 3 nights out of the week I've been losing sleep, which I think is causing me to have headaches. So yeah, pray for me, and just know that if I sound dingy at times, I'm so sorry. I feel dingy, and I don't want to feel that way, and I'm working on it, but, I probably just need some naps, maybe. So, yeah, I totally just got ahead of myself on the video with the flip through. That's pretty right there. Look at that. Or even that side. Either side's adorable. They're so cute. I love these. I really do. I really, really do. Oh, and I've started creating a Amazon list that I'm going to share the link for in my videos. So yay, that's exciting. I had one of you request that. Actually, I've had more than one of you say, hey, you should start a list. And I went in there the other day because I'm not affiliated with anything that I use or promote, but I will start adding things from, it's either from my wish list or it's things that I already have been using that you've seen me use, so that you guys can go straight to the source where I find stuff on there and pick things out, from there. And I won't have to be, linking everything separately in the videos. I'm just going to start putting that link. So I'm letting y'all know, but I will probably just start letting you. I really like the way it looks when you just rub it against there. I had forgotten I really like that look. So now I'm going to cover one of these spines for fun with something else so you can kind of see. You can use anything. Okay, I'm just going to use this because I love this stuff. But you can use any trim you want and just give yourself a cute little spine. Okay, you can use ribbons. You can use fabrics, lace. Yeah, fun stuff. These are just really, really adorable and easy and versatile. You can do so much with them. So yeah, I'm going to use my art glitter glue because the other glue does not work good for this. This stuff is like a metallic, and it's kind of argues with you a little bit. You gotta hold it on there for a minute, but it does glue down once you get it on there. So, and I picked this up. This is not an Amazon. I get this stuff at Walmart. Yep, just Wally World. And sometimes my Walmart as I've mentioned before, is not always stocked well. And they didn't have it for like 2 months. And I was so bummed. And then when they finally had it, they only had 2 left. So I was, because I'm on my budget right now, I bought one and I put one back behind the other ribbons and stuff, hoping that it would be there. And the next week it was there and I bought it. So I have 2. I use it a lot because, you know, I love the gold. Isn't it cute though? So yeah, we've got these adorable, let's use one of the, you know, I love this stuff. Or should I use, because this is so bright. Let's try this one. I have not really used this for nothing yet. And I bought it because I thought spring is coming. And it kind of is a perfect spring color. So yeah, that's why I went ahead and got this particular ribbon at the time. It's not my favorite color green, but I think for spring it's going to be very expressive and pretty. I hope you agree. Let's use a little, where's my Fabri-Tac? What does it say? What did I do with it? Ah, here it is. So yeah, you can use, oh, you know what? You can use little stamps. You could use stickers to decorate the front of these. That would be really cute. Also, I was thinking, you know, Pam had that, or not Pam, Tina had that little mini set, and I pulled mine out of the little fussy cuts, and you could use some of those to just decorate if you wanted to add a little decoration on the front. We'll do that with one of these. It's super cute. I think I'll make that the front. The rose is so nice and pretty. Now I'm going to trim this very carefully. Yeah, this ribbon looks cute. So yeah, I started that list for you guys. I'm really excited about it. It's going to take me a minute to get it all finished, to be honest, because there's, you know, there's a lot. You know, and it takes a minute to go in there and hit list and hit add and add to the right list. And yeah, so, okay guys, so I guess I'm going to stop and decorate at one of these or something, or a couple of them, because they're so tiny. I did do that one. Aren't they cute? Oh my god, they're so cute. I'll probably keep going after I get our something challenge video done. I'll probably make some more of these. Oh wait, that one too. So I have 7. Not bad. I did 6 with you and I had 1 ready when I got on camera. So that's not too bad. Let me see. I'm going to pull in my little, and now remember, you can create some little beaded dangles to go on these. And I've got these little tiny butterflies. And I was thinking, let's see, do I have one in a better color? Let me see. I thought I had like this pink one is cute. And it's got little, I don't know if you can see it, it's got little music paper. I love these little guys. I just think they're adorable. I love my butterflies, you know me. Always putting butterflies on stuff. Let's see, maybe I'll do it. Yeah, I'm going to put a little bit. Oh, what did I do with my gold? Girl, you are losing stuff today. Oh, it's right here. I should just, you know, put like an alarm on everything I own that I could beep and find it. You know what I mean? One of those like you find your phone type app. I should do that with everything I own because I'm constantly losing stuff. I'm going to do this little guy on this ticket. And I'm adding my gold bling. You know, I got to do that. Got to put some shimmer on there. It's just the way it is. I can't help myself. Sit you guys over a little bit, and I'm just going to run him across, across my glue here. That should do the trick. And sit him on this little book. So cute. And I'm going to bring him down here a little ways for a reason. I'll show you in a second. Okay. Move my little butterflies real quick here out of the way, and I'm going to grab my little punch here, and I'm using the 3/16, and I'm just going to punch a hole up here in this one. I'm not going to do that in all of them because some of them I want you to be able to write in. This one I'm going to add an eyelet to it, and then let's see what color. I think I'll go ahead and use the rose gold on this one. And my thing is, it's not broken, but it's loose, so I'm using my little punch sealer instead of the other part of that crocodile one. So there you go. Oops, sorry. There's the eyelet put in there, so you can still kind of open it, you know, and see inside, but you can't really write in it anymore. But if you wanted to do an eyelet like this, then you have a place to dangle your chain, or like I did with the other thread. Now I could actually do, let's see, do I have a color that's good for this one? Is that pink okay? It's a little bright, huh? Maybe the purple again. Yeah, that would look okay. I'm just going to do something real quick and see how that works. I think it'll be fine. You could even probably do some, my favorite, what's it called? What's it called? Y'all know, right? You just stick it through here. I can't remember what I'm trying to say. Crinkle binding, my seam binding. You could probably even push seam binding through here and have that. Oh, come on. All right, there we go. And we're just going to do a little knot. See? Cute, cute. And we're going to do another one up here. Okay, and then I'm going to trim that so it's kind of got the little poof at the top. Eventually I'll get these to come apart, and there we go. So you kind of have your little thingy, but now you can connect this to a dangle super easy for the side of your journals. Okay, and it just hangs. Adorable, right? There's that one. Let's see, what time is it? How are we doing on time? We're good. And we've got this little guy, and then this one I'm gonna decorate. Let's see, what do I want to put? What do I want to put? I will say this, you know, it's gonna be a fussy cut, because I'll be honest, I have missed my fussy cuts. I've missed them. I really have. Working on the other journal, I've been like, okay, I want to play with my little papers, and you know, that one's pretty, but it matches too much. Oh, you know what? No, that won't look good on there, but I think I'm going to put a couple of these on one of these. Let's see. I have these adorable little playing cards that Courtney picked out and at Hobby Lobby, and I've never gotten to really use them. I've just never found a good spot for them. So today, I think today is my day. Oh, that, and you know what else? I have these. I just cut all of these yesterday at Miss Valerie's house. We had so much fun, and then I got to meet her daughter and had a really good time chit-chatting with her as well. They got me started on my subject, though, that gets me on a soapbox, and I'm so sorry if I talked you guys' ear off, Valerie. We were talking about everybody and their brother moving to Arizona. Now, they moved here as well from Hawaii, but mostly it's people who move here that seem to want to change our state to where they came from. You know, it's not about people moving here. It's about people's attitudes when they get here, and that mindset that just says, okay, I'm going to make this my state, but I'm going to make it the way I want it to be. I'm not going to assimilate and become a part of the community as much as I'm going to try to change this community. And you know, when you live somewhere your whole life and people come in, and decide that the way that you guys are isn't good enough, it's insulting. I mean, I'm just being honest. And they got me started on that subject, and I was like, oh my gosh, when I left your house, Valerie, I was like, I feel bad. I wonder if I'm so sorry if I ranted or raved or went on and on too much. I hadn't talked to anybody about that in a long time. Anyway, I think we all have those subjects that kind of send us off the rails. Look at her. Isn't she pretty? I love it. So yeah, these are adorable. Let's do one with these little cards. So cute. I'm going to distress and see what these look like. They're like playing cards. All that comes in the pack is aces of spades and queen of hearts. But they're kind of, if you've never bought them, they're kind of on a, what would you call that? It's really firm. I know what it's called. Can't think of the word. I don't use it a lot, but you guys say it a lot. I hear it on YouTube a lot. Not cardboard, but you know, like a really firm, almost laminated cardstock. Okay. And let's see, which one should we put them on? I think I'm going to put them on this one. Yeah, I'm going to do them on this one. So I'm just going to glue them down, and I'm going to use my art glitter because I don't trust the other, and I'm going to put them at like an angle with each other. And I'll put her toward the middle. Oh, come on. There we go. Maybe I should just do 2. I don't think I need 3. I'll try, but if it doesn't work, I'll take it off before it's... Maybe I should have put her in the middle. You know what I mean? Ugh, Tara. That art glitter glue, it sure sticks down fast. Yeah, it does. Look at that. I'm going to fix it, you guys. You know how I am. If I don't like where something's sitting, I'm going to move it. Okay. There. I think... No, not there. How many of you are like, no, Tara, no, that's not what you wanted? Pammy, I bet you were. I know you think like me. You're probably like, no, 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 no. I love you guys so much. Oh, I have to complain. Okay. You know I'm filming this on Friday. I always say that. I usually try to film it on Friday. Okay. So I get up this morning, and I have to say I missed my friends because there was not a single comment to me on my devotion video or on my video. And I was like, my friends don't like me anymore. They didn't want to hang out with me. I missed you guys. I missed you guys. I'm just letting you know. I do notice when you're not there. Okay? So I'm sure everybody just had a really busy morning. I'm just playing, but I did miss you. No guilt, though. I know you've got a life. It's not about watching Tara on videos and commenting on her stuff. No, I every morning I get up, and the first thing I do when I take Tippy out and everything is I take my phone with me and I read your comments, and you guys make me smile. That's all. Every day. Just know that even if I don't get to comment back until the end of the day, which is usually the case, and that's mostly because I'm doing stuff, I'm making videos for you guys, I'm hanging out with you here at the house, and also it's because if I comment, early, then, more comments come in all throughout the day. So once in a while, I have the time to just sit down and answer them all day long, but for the most part, I wait until the end of the day when everybody's commented, and then I comment. But just know that you guys' comments get read every single morning, first thing. That's like right there in the first list of stuff I do. So I'm going to stop here. I've got a couple more to decorate, but as you can see, these are precious and fit in the palm of your hand. I hope that you enjoyed today's mask make and that you try them. And if you do try them, please post in our Facebook group and let me see what you made. Or At least comment in the comment section and let me know that you tried them as well and that you felt inspired, okay? And also, please, if you enjoyed this video, hit like and maybe send me a heart in the comments so it gets that algorithm moving and gets the video to more people. And if you did enjoy yourself and you're not a subscriber, please join our family. You're more than welcome, and I would love to have you as a part of our group. I love you guys. God bless you, and I will see you tomorrow for our Something Challenge. Victorian! Woohoo! Bye, guys.